Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. It's Nick Memes here, and in this video I'll be showing you how Trojan bot works, which I think is number one, the best trading bot right now available for now as well on Palm.fun, meme coins, and on Radium coins, as you know. So this works in both versions, Palm.fun and Radium, and this bot has the most features. It's so convenient, really easy to use, and if you're not using it, you're at an instant disadvantage because otherwise, if you don't use a bot or Photon works as well, really feasibly. If you use the default dexes, for example, like Jupiter or Radium, or for example, Palm.fun Aura tool, it's gonna be way slower, like dozens of seconds slower, and oftentimes the swaps fail, these transactions fail, which doesn't really happen with this bot. And here buys and sells are quite literally instant. They take a few seconds opposed to dozens of seconds. If you're trading those meme coins, you want to get in and out at the right time. First thing I want to mention is you can get the bot from the link in the description and in the pinned comment so you don't fall into a scam. And you'll have to initiate the start button. You'll see it once you get the link from the bot, and you'll basically see this default message, welcome to Trojan on Solana. How it works now is to create your wallet. As you can see, this Solana wallet balance 0 SOL. You'll have to send your Solana to this wallet in order to be able to trade from Trojan bot. And if you don't have Solana in your wallet yet, what you'll have to do is get some Solana through centralized exchange, which would be, for example, Binance or Coinbase. Then you get yourself a Phantom wallet or Solflare, send your Solana from Binance or Coinbase to Phantom or Solflare, and then send your Solana to this Trojan bot. But it's all really simple, guys, also simple to use. Now, if you want to buy some kind of a token, you just need the token's address, which is easy to get. I'm sure you know how to do it, and you paste it in the chat, and then you choose the amount you want to buy for. As we can see, it will show you the ticker, the token's name, the address of the token, price, liquidity, market cap, everything, and whether ownership is renounced. This is the green tick. Then you can buy for 0.25 SOL, 1 SOL, or custom SOL. You can just put buy X SOL, and you enter your amount that you want to buy, for example 0.1 SOL. It can be any amount, and as you can see, very feasible, very easy. That's all you need to know. But you also want to know about those features which this bot has. As the first one, which is quite interesting, which I haven't used so I can't recommend it, but it's worth a try. It's called copy trading, and it's basically works that you have a wallet and you can find a lucrative trader basically who is having nice trades done, who is basically very profitable, and you can insert his wallet's address right here by clicking new, and it will copy his buys and sells of tokens, and this will initiate the same transactions for you. But I haven't tried it out, so use it at your own risk, but I can imagine it could be quite lucrative if you find the right trader to copy. So definitely explore this option if you want to. It's simply a nice feature to have for this bot. It's really amazing. As far as I know, other bots don't have this, or perhaps they do now, but Trojan does for sure. Now, also, limit orders is a nice feature, and this one I actually use myself. So let's check it out right now. And this basically allows you to trade tokens and not emotionally, and you can basically take profits automatically. This is what it does. You can basically have custom set profit taking points. For example, you can set this spot to take profits for you automatically once you're up 50% or 100% or 300%. Basically any percentage of profits it can take for you. So otherwise you wouldn't be able to, for example, just buy into a coin and go to sleep. I wouldn't advise you to do it. It's really risky. But with this feature, you can. You can buy a coin for overnight and you can set your take profits levels. You'll wake up with some profits if the coin you aped in is good. So you can explore this feature. I use it personally, not even for the overnight coins, but just for any coins. It's really useful. Set your profits at 2x, 3x. That's the percentages you should take. You should always take profits. So set it for automatic so you don't trade emotionally. You can definitely use that feature I suggested. The third one, which might be interesting for you, is DCA orders, which means dollar cost average orders, which is basically that you can ape into coins over time. You can set time intervals when you're buying a coin. For example, you can buy a coin for zero point 0.1 SOL every 10 minutes, which will basically allow you to have a nice average price if you don't know when to enter, because it's hard to enter at the right time. You don't know whether you're buying for cheap or for premium, and dollar cost averaging basically helps you to average out for an average price, for a nice price, which is really, really useful. I haven't tried this feature yet, but I can imagine it's really, really useful if you're trading coins, not trading, but holding coins for the long term. More established coins like WIF, Bonk, this could be quite useful for such trades. You can basically set it for monthly, for weekly. So this is really, really interesting. But another thing I want to show you is now the settings of a bot, which you should always customize, which is right here in the beginning message. We click on settings. Now we'll see this, and here basically you can customize every single button. You can customize your buys, you can customize your sell amounts. But first, let's dive deeper into the buys. You can basically customize, as I showed you before, I think already. Instead of 1 SOL, for example, you can put it to any amount, for example 0.5 SOL, and now as you see, it's showing you 0.5 SOL button instead of 1 SOL. And when you're pasting the token's address, by default you will see 0.5 SOL instead of 1 SOL. So this depends on the amounts you're trading with. If you're trading with less, this should be less. Trading with more, you can put it to 5 SOL, 10 SOL, any amount of SOL that you want. So it's more convenient and fast, so you don't have to insert the amount of SOL that you want to buy each time. Now the sell amounts are great. I wouldn't adjust them in any way. They have 50% here and a 100%, which means that if you want to sell your token, if you want to sell your position, you basically have two buttons, and once you press 50%, it's gonna sell half of your position. Once you click 100, if you click 100, it's gonna sell your entire position, which I would leave both of them as they are. Those are great, but you can also put 25% or 10% depending on your strategy. Now, the next thing you should always adjust for your convenience is buy and sell slippage, which by default are at 15%. But if you're trading highly volatile first wave tokens on Pundit Fund, for example, you might want to adjust the buy slippage and sell slippage to 45, for example, up to 45. Let's set sell slippage to 45 as well. Buy and sell 45. I think that's the most you should have. What it means is basically if a coin moves in price 45% up or down, you want your transaction to go through. Since let's say if a coin moves, if you have it at default 15, if a coin moves up 20%, then your transaction will simply not execute. If it has moved 20%, that's more than 15, transaction will quite literally fail, which depends how you want to trade. So if you're fine with volatility and still want to get into coins, which I do, you want to increase the slippage. Now, if you don't, you might want to keep it low, which means if it goes over the amount of percentage you put, for example, the default 15, if it goes up 20 or 25% or down, transaction will fail, which will kind of protect you depending on how you want to trade. So that's going to be up to you as well. And this is the simple pad. So this is the simplified version of a pad. We also have the advanced mode here down below, as you can see, which is slightly different, and it has a bunch of features which by default are set to not use, which have this red circle. So those are up to you to use. So if you need those settings, if you need those features, feel free to use them, but by default they are extra and not used. You can see MEV protection, that can be quite good, that can be quite useful, but it costs extra fees, so you have to keep that in mind. Auto buy and auto sell, quite useful. Confirm trades, I don't know if you need it, I don't use it, but that's like if you accidentally paste the token's address, it will kind of protect you by you having to confirm the trade. So you can use this feature, I guess, if you want. You can use all of those features as well as faster transactions, and you can set your custom fee as well. But those are extra and up to you guys. So we literally covered everything about Trojan bot, which I suggest you to use. Once again, link is in the description and in the pinned comment. A really great bot with many features. If you have any questions about it, leave the comments in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe and come back for more.